we're here to talk about Baby Driver. Baby Driver, new film. Could you guys briefly describe each of your roles in this movie?
I play Baby, who is the leading character. These guys are just sort of supporting me the whole time.
It's true.
And
Sort of.
I have tinnitus in my ear, so I have to play music all the time to drown out the tinnitus. I'm also a really good getaway driver, and they're kind of like the bank robbers. So the whole movie moves to the beat of and the rhythm of the music that I listen to. And the whole audience hears the music too. So the whole thing's kind of like a music video.
So you guys, this was all of your first time working with Edgar. What were you sort of maybe most surprised by, or what did you find most rewarding that maybe you hadn't anticipated or expected?
Well, I fully expected this because I was obviously very familiar with Edgar's work and the specificity therein. So that's what I was most pleased at. You know, anytime you march down the road doing a movie, it's kind of an unknown quantity for many reasons. And sometimes you go and you kind of, maybe the script's there, maybe it's not, maybe there's a general thought, worked out plan kind of thing. Edgar's is so specific, like we would have these, it's all storyboarded and choreographed. As Ansel was saying, it's pretty much set to music. So we would look at the day, and the day was like a series of shots, and we'd watch the red X's go as we picked up the shots and got them done. It was remarkably rewarding to see something kind of planned out and then execute that plan, and then actually when you see it all put together and it's done so well, it's a tremendously satisfying feeling.
Yeah. Was that your experience as well?
Yeah, I think that when you get the chance to work with creative directors who are not just doing the movie itself as in directing, but they wrote the script, they got inspired about this. It's all these different sort of musical genre, but it's also a thriller, but it also has that really like dark comedy hints of it, and then it also has a romantic sides of it, and then being so creative and being able to blend all those together so perfectly was an amazing thing to watch. And then also like music is a character in the movie itself, so it kind of like gives you this like 3D experience of like plugging in and plugging out and plugging in and plugging out of certain bits. So it's like some moments you're watching the movie through Baby's eyes, and then you can totally see when we're like out his eyes and back into it, and that is sort of something only Edgar could have done while writing the script and directing it.
I mean, the ambition of the script is a little different. It's different tonally from my previous films. I mean, in terms of actually making it was actually sort of taking something I'd already done a bit further. Like in most of my previous movies, and even like TV I did before, Shaun of the Dead, there's like a scene that's choreographed to music, and I always loved doing those scenes, and I'd always had this idea in the back of my mind for a very long time as a way of doing a movie that was all that it was all choreographed to music. So it was like taking an element that I'd done, and with a lot of the same crew. The nice thing on this is like I worked with a completely new cast, worked in a new city, but a lot of my regular collaborators were on the movie. Same production designer, same cinematographer, same editor, same producer. So that was great. So it was like we had done this before, but then other people come into it like with different expertise that's just always fun. Like, so a new stunt coordinator on this, Darren Prescott, who's amazing, and also like a movement choreographer, this guy Ryan Hefferton, who people will know from the Sia chandelier video or the Spike Jonze Kenzo advert with Margaret Qualley that he did recently. He's an amazing choreographer. So it's that great thing of like having like new great people to work with and some of the old team to sort of take an idea I've had in my head for literally 20 years like onto the screen.